Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten 774 here, bringing you the next video in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew Danger on Deception Island. We just found a new waypoint with our GPS based on the coordinates of these little paper pieces that we've been finding in bottles floating everywhere. And according to our GPS, it is way on the other side of the shore, which is where I'm heading right now. So let's see what we can find.
I've never been to this beach before.
Oh, it's a cool new beach. Let's see, what do we got? You can jump across these rocks. Just jump on the more solid parts. That's definitely what you're going for. The bigger and more solid they look, the better. Oh, cool. Little sandy part. Those will become important later. If you have motion sickness, probably not a great idea to watch Nancy jumping. Especially since it goes... It like jerks every time she lands. I mean, it's a cool effect, but it almost gives me a headache.
Start to build a sandcastle. I could use a break.
A sandcastle? See, this is like super random, but kind of cute. I always like to just make a classic sandcastle. Put like a little window. We need a nice strong base, I think. Maybe some turrets on the ends. Is that what those are called? Turrets? Towers? I don't know. Let's put a middle layer, I think. That would look good. Yeah, we're going for the classic sandcastle look here. Yeah, that's good. How about let's do a little tunnel in the middle, and then a couple, one of these on top, probably, and then maybe a couple turrets on the side here. Yeah. I won't. There. Okay, there we go. Ooh, let's put some shells on it. Put a shell here. And we can put a shell here, and we can put a shell here. Ooh, starfish. Yes, starfish castle. And a flag. How about a flag? Put it right on top. Voila, sandcastle.
Time to go back to work.
Can't just make sandcastles all day, Nancy. Let's see. Tide pool here. There is an Easter egg in this game. It's not a physical Easter egg, but if you click on this fish...
Must be ticklish.
Yes. If you repeatedly click on this fish, eventually you will get the Easter egg for the game. So you just like keep clicking on it. Can't remember how many times you have to click on him. I think it might be like 25 times. It's kind of fun. Get him! Get the fish! It loses its appeal after a while though. But you can look at the other cool stuff in the tide pool while you're repeatedly clicking on the fish. I mean, there's some cool anemones in there. There's a few pretty starfish. I love the purple starfish. Purple's my favorite color, and those are really cool. Cool purples. Clicking on a fish, clicking on a fish. Aha! Hi, my name is Lumpy, and I was created by Kyle Jones and Donovan Larson. So, yeah. Lumpy the fish. So that's the Easter egg for the game. Not terribly exciting, but it's kind of cute. Ooh, something under the kelp. Let's see. So, we apparently need to type something in, and I'm going to assume that it's rosebud, since the coordinates led us here, and the word rosebud was on all pieces of paper. So we need to figure out which flag stands for each letter in rosebud. And the way you do that is by going back to, whatchamacallit, the Hot Kettle Cafe. So, we get in our canoe, or kayak. This is a kayak. Canoes are different. This is the fastest way to do it, too. Okay. And then we go up to our bike. And then we go to the Hot Kettle Cafe. where Jenna has a poster of the maps that we should take a very close look at, and I would recommend drawing it out because you might think you have it memorized and then you get there and you actually don't. So like R is a red square with a yellow cross in the middle, and O is a red triangle on top and a yellow triangle on bottom, diagonal, and S is a white square with a blue square in the middle, and just do that for E, B, U, D as well to spell out rosebud. I have it written down, so I'm not going to look at it too much longer. Let's go, this is exciting. Bike, Nancy, bike. Pedal. Pedal away. I want to see what's in the little puzzle box. So we put on our life jacket and hop back in our kayak. So if you go 3 spaces forward until you hit the rocks, turn left once, go up 2, turn right, and then just keep going straight forward. That's the easiest way to get to the beach. And the easiest way to get back home is to just do that opposite, obviously. Okay, so R is here, O, and then S, and then E, and then B, and then U, and then D. Rosebud.
I don't know what all those letters mean, but something tells me this may come in handy.
Yes, definitely. So this is something that you should write down. Port, meaning left side of the boat, and starboard, meaning right side of the boat. So maybe these are directions for something. Left, right, left, right, right. Or it could be pepper, salt, salt, pepper, pepper. Either way, we should write it down in our detective notebooks. Hilda Swenson. Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed finding this thing because you and I are just getting started. See, I've got a secret. Well, 2 actually. But I don't believe in just handing things to folks on a silver platter. That's no fun.
From the top of the lighthouse in Morse code?
Isn't the way life works either. To get anywhere in the world, you gotta get out there and be curious. You gotta ask questions and shake things up till you get answers. And I know you're curious, or you wouldn't be reading this. So what I want you to do now is send me something from the top of the lighthouse in Morse code. As for what I want you to send me, read the little story I've enclosed. That'll get you started. The story makes no sense, you say. Well, you got into this chest, didn't you? Anyway, eventually you'll find the answer to my first secret. As for my other secret, if you're smart, and I have a sneaking suspicion you are, you'll figure it out along the way.
Something is fishy in Snake Horse Harbor.
And I'm not just speaking for the halibut. Oh, and no funny stuff because I'm watching you. Hilda. That is a ridiculously cool signature. Okay, so we have to read... Oh, that's the letter she sent us. She wants us to try and figure out what to send her by reading this story. There once was a dog named Alpha who lived high in the Sierra Nevadas. The dog weighed about 100 kilos and lived in a hotel in the Sierras. Alpha loved his owner, Juliet Smith. Juliet belonged to the Delta Gamma sorority and loved to dance the foxtrot. Her boyfriend was named Oscar, and he was quite a Romeo. One day, the owner of the hotel decided to move to India.
This is the weirdest story I've ever read.
To raise lima beans. That was fine for Miss Smith because she wanted to live in the Delta Gamma house. But Alpha wanted to stay in the Sierra Mountains so he could learn to play golf. The owner eventually moved to India, and even though she loved to foxtrot, Miss Smith became a tango instructor. So, eventually you may realize that there's a lot of key words in here that are used in the international communication alphabet. So, like, alpha means A, Sierra means S. So you just need to, like, K means kilo. So you need to find all of the words that are in the international communication alphabet, and then the first letter is what you type in on the lines down here. So if you go all the way through, you get A, S, K, H, S.
So far, so good.
A, J.
I don't know.
Nancy has really weird murmuring. J, D, for Hilda's
I'm getting there.
gift.
Ta-da! Ask HSAJJD for Hilda's gift.
So that would be Holt Scotto, Andy Jason, Jenna Devlin for Hilda's gift. So that's what we have to do. So let's go back to our kayak and go talk to all those people. Say, hey, did Hilda ever give you a gift? Hilda Swenson, again, being the woman that Jenna told us used to live in Snake Horse Harbor with her husband, was super involved in the community, was even mayor for 8 years. And then when her husband died, she kind of just disappeared. People think she went a little bonkers, it seems like. And she now lives on an island by herself and has kind of become a hermit, it seems like. Okay, so we're at the Hot Kettle Cafe. Let's ask Jenna first.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
Did Hilda Swenson give you something?
She made a necklace for me. Prettiest thing I own. I'd show it to you, but it's at my house. How did you know she gave me something?
It's kind of a long story, but I'd really love to see that necklace.
Problem is, my home's across town, and I'm real low on clams, which means I've got to go clamming before I can even think about doing anything else.
Why don't I go clamming for you?
Okay, if you get the clams, I'll go get the necklace. You can put them in here. 15 ought to do it. That's the limit anyway. But you'll also need a permit. Andy Jason can issue you one.
It's been fun talking to you.
Yeah, hasn't it though?
So we need to find 15 clams before Jenna will give us her necklace. Okay, how about you?
You again?
I understand that Hilda Swenson gave you something?
So what if she did?
Do you think I could see it?
Tell you what, this chess problem I've been working on is giving me fits. Here, solve it for me, and I'll let you see what Hilda gave me.
That's such a weird trade-off.
Feel free to look at the chess book in my duffel bag if you need help. Let me know when you're through.
Well, if you're giving me permission to snoop through your stuff, I'm not gonna say no. What else do you got in here? Poker fundamentals. So this is where we learn what a royal flush is. But we already figured that out. What else have we got? Chess basics. Ooh, that looks like a combination. We should definitely write that down in our detective notebooks. 3475. Important to remember. This book also tells you how all of the pieces are supposed to move. And then it also tells you the alphanumeric organization of the chessboard. So the letters go for each column, and then the numbers go starting in the bottom for each row. So A1 to H8 is the whole board. Since both the king and the knight start with K, N is used to designate the knight, K is used to designate the king. So, now that we have our combination here, let's look at this. Identify 2 moves that white can make to win the game. I often just guess. So we need to, basically, we need to get this king captured. And I think if we move this knight somewhere, move...
Wrong.
No?
Wrong.
No?
Wrong.
Jeez, Nancy.
Wrong. 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 Wrong.
Are you serious? Okay. Oh, rook.
Good.
It's a rook. As a knight for some reason. No, the knight is the horse. Couldn't figure it out. Okay, rook is the castle. So we want to move the rook, I think, to like is it H5?
Correct.
It is, yeah.
Rook moves to H5.
And somehow
so black would move here.
the paper is animated and it actually moves. So then we want to move another rook.
Perfect.
And I think we need to move it to... I mean, it can only move up here or here. this one can only move here or here, but I'm pretty sure we're moving this one. Do we want to move it to, like, F8?
Oh.
No? How about G8?
Oh.
How about E8?
Oh.
How about D8?
Oh.
Nancy, your O noise is kind of frustrating me right now.
Oh.
How about H8?
Oh.
Okay, so maybe we're moving the other rook. So let's try H7.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
There. Checkmate.
Yeah, checkmate. I totally get chess. I wasn't just randomly putting things in. Heh.
Done with that chess problem yet?
Check it out.
Right as rain. And to keep up my end of the bargain, here's what Hilda gave me. Handle's made of scrimshaw. She carved it herself. Never would tell me why she wrote one bum on it like that. Of course, this was after her husband died. Guess her mind was starting to go.
Thanks
One
for letting
bum.
me see it. See you around.
Vote for Holt. Spread the word.
All right. So we need to go clamming, but we need to go to Andy first because he needs to give us a permit to go clamming. So let's go to Whale World. Make our way over there. Oops. Oop. Andy.
Hi, Nancy.
I need a clamming permit. Jenna said I could get one from you.
Ordinarily you could, but permits mean paperwork, and I'm kinda busy right now. Of course, if someone wanted to volunteer to help me...
You just got yourself a volunteer.
Inside that box marked Caddy is a miniature of what our resident sea monster might look like in skeletal form. Assemble it for me, and I'll not only give you a permit, but I'll throw in a free clam tube. And remember, whales rule!
Whales do rule, man. Okay, so now he's gonna let us touch the puzzle and put it together. So we need to put together the caddy model. Right-click pieces to rotate. So it's kind of helps to start from one end and work to the other, work towards the middle. You can start from either end. This is definitely the tail. And then you kind of just look for pieces that are skinny enough to fit. Like that one. Or not that one. Do the spines point downward?
Nah.
Nah. Is it this one? I could have sworn it was the other
Nah.
one. Is the tail in the right
Nah.
place even? Oh, no, tail's not even in the right place. That's why it's not working.
Nah.
Oh, come on. That's totally
Bingo.
the tail. There we go. Okay, so now we can put the skinny piece in.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Now it's working. So we need to get this
Oh yeah.
vertebrae going. And then probably this one.
Oh yeah.
Looking good, looking good. This one's probably the next biggest.
Oh yeah.
How about this one?
Good.
Yeah, we're doing awesome. Okay, this looks like the pelvis next because it fits in nicely
Bingo.
there. And then we need more. This is probably the neck.
Bingo.
This is its rib cage, definitely. How does it fit though?
Nah.
Go more like here. More here. More here.
Oh
Aha,
yeah.
there we go. Just gotta get it right in the right place. More backbone.
Bingo.
There we go. This is totally its fin.
Oh yeah.
This is probably more of its back, neck.
Good.
Yeah, there we go. This is more, looks like more ribs.
Oh yeah.
And then this is a shoulder blade that has to rotate somehow. How do you rotate this? Ah, there
Wow.
we go.
Am I a creative genius or what?
Yeah. Of course we are. Easy enough. So now the model is put together, and you owe me a clamming tube.
Hi, Nancy.
I finished putting that display together.
So you did. Caddy never looked better. Here's your permit, and here's your clam tube. Look for little holes in the sand. Sometimes water will squirt out of them. Anyway, center the tube over the hole, push it down into the sand, and pull. If you're quick enough, the clam will be in the sand that comes out of the tube. If not, try again.
Hilda's.
She gave me the design I used to create the keychains I give away to everyone who goes on a Whale World whale watch. She was quite the graphic artist.
Since I took your whale watching tour, I get a free keychain, right?
Actually, I only give them to paying customers.
Now, why did the term false advertising suddenly pop into my head?
Okay.
Ha.
Thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
And the keychain says...
Wonder what that means.
Tren.